Here it is, 5:40 in the morning. We're going to pick up a trailer. I got a load of dirt yesterday so that I could get the trailer early this morning, go ahead, get it to the customer's house, get it dropped, and then be on job site. We're getting the rental property back up and going, and then we're going to go and pick up some furniture from a customer that needs it out of a house. Load that trailer, get rid of it. We might sell it. We might just take it to the dump. Who knows? But we will just have to see. It's a funny thing about this business. You run into people all the time that don't mind going and forking out $10, $15, $20,000 dump trailer setup. And I've even seen a brand new truck, $80,000. They're into it for $100,000 to get started. And at the mere suggestion of getting a mentor that you actually have to pay for, they're like, oh no, I'm not going to do that. And when you get this, I understand where people are coming from. You want to do it on your own. And if you can imagine you're walking in a field with 60-mile-an-hour winds and your whole 4x8 sheet of plywood with it blowing you all over the place, that's exactly what it's like when you go into business for yourself and you don't get a mentor. I'm not saying it's impossible, because it's not. But the thing is that a mentor really make your life a whole lot easier. It's like getting on the fast track to success, putting more money in your pocket and quicker. We're going to be taking that U-Dump trailer right there. That's the only trailer I ever bought brand new. And that guy from Georgia, I talked to him. I think it was like $8,600 delivered. This is back last year before the big price increase. And I asked, how soon can you get it here? And he was like, well, I can have it there in about 6 hours. And so I was like, all right, let me think about it. I'll call you back. I get a phone call from a customer like 2 hours later. Hey, you got a trailer available? No, I don't. And I'm like, need it. And he said, in 2 days. And I was like, you know, I spent $8,600 and I'm gonna make $200 in less than 48 hours, get that return on my investment. Called that guy back up and I said, hey man, go ahead and get that driver to come on down here. That hitch right there, I'm gonna have to raise it up all the way to the top because of all the weight we got in here. This is a dirt delivery. This is organic topsoil. It's gonna be going to Milton, and we'll take a look right here. That's what you're looking at right in there. That's some good stuff right there. Back in the day, we called that Primo. Boom, there you have it. We got it up. The whole reason for that is because that trailer's got so much weight on it that you want it to ride level and not be down in the front. We'll have to raise it up some, but that's going to be the last time that jack's ever going to be used, because tomorrow this is going to Mayhem Motorsports. Phil and his crew are going to put the mojo on it, and they're going to put one of them hydraulic jacks on the front of it. Old fat boy right here, I'm getting tired of doing this cranking thing. All right, we are hooked. We're rolling. We got lights on. As I'm pulling away, I'm going to use my trailer brake controller just to make sure that the brakes on the trailer are working efficiently, and we'll be on the road. Truck is in drive. We are pulling away. Trailer brakes are working. We are underway. We probably got about a 45-minute drive to make. We'll get this there, get it dumped, and get back over the rental property and then coordinate from there. So we got that load of dirt delivered, and I screwed up. I made an assumption about something. This person is extremely competent and proficient in their field, and I always feel that that transfers over in the way that a person does things, and that's not always the case. And unfortunately, they've got a French drain in the backyard, but the actual drain cover, I backed over, and I was backing up, and he kind of made this motion, and so I adjusted the trailer and got it over some, and then I just kept on backing up, and unfortunately, he was not happy about that. You could tell by his body language and the way that he said it. And the other thing was that unfortunately have asked, said, is there anything that I need to know about? Is there anything that we need to avoid? Are there any sprinkler heads, anything of that nature? And normally I do that, but I would bet if there was anything of that nature that this person would have said something, and unfortunately it's not their job. It is my job as a driver, deliverer, to ask these questions. And going forward, I need to make sure of that and need to ask it every time when I get somewhere about that. So, lesson learned. And here we are. We're coming up to the scale house. We are at the Perdido landfill. And that right there will take a little bit of profit out of the deal. But we're here at Odom's Tires, and he's getting us changed up right now. Okay, just got a call from somebody, new customer. Got to take a dump trailer over to Gulf Breeze, leave it on location. Means it's going to be a long night because I ain't going to make that journey till about 7:30, 8 o'clock when traffic is down. Come on, Skanska, get our bridge open. And long story, we got a 3-mile bridge goes across Pensacola Bay. They're building a new bridge. Well, when the hurricane came rocking on through, the bridge building company did not lock down some barges, and some got loose and slammed into the bridge. So that set things back. They had to start redoing stuff, all kinds of stuff. So we're all having to make the long way around. But the cool thing is, this is a new customer. Hopefully it's being pretty good. And I told him, I said, you know, everything gets paid up front. And he said, not a problem. And I said, I'll send you an invoice by debit card. You can pay or credit. And he said, well, I can't do that. I'll be there and I'll pay cash. And I said, not a problem. And so we're going to pick up the money, and I'll get the trailer on location. So thank you, God, for the blessing. Extra money like that, it's always a good thing. That's what we do this for, because found out who's got my money. And you know, that's you know, the thing that kills me is just people, you know, they call me on property, oh, I need a place to stay and everything. They'll call you, and then you call them back and their voicemail's full. And I'm like, man, I could have been Ed McMahon. I got $10 million check, but dang, you can't get the message because your voicemail's full. How crazy is that? I don't know, you know, but what I do know is I found out who's got my money, and we're going to make some things happen. And I did thought I was going to be home by 5 o'clock, but no. And I'll never forget, read about 30 minutes ago, Josh Roman, American Dumpster AF, or American AF Dumpster, said, somebody said on one of the boards, said, well, I just quit my job and I got a dump trailer, I'm doing it full time. And Josh said, congratulations, now the work begins. And man, there are no more truthful words that have ever been spoken in man's entire history than that right there. So, and I do pray abundance and blessings over that gentleman that's going into business for himself and everything. Ain't everybody cut out to do this. So it will remain. But you got a limited income potential. Just how hard are you willing to work? That's all you got to ask yourself. That's all us right there. They just finished doing this roof. Really nice job on the house. And we're going to pick that up, take it back to the yard.
Ahí arriba. No sé, ya lo extraña, apenas se le pierde un ratito, ya lo extraña.
Hard for me to do that, but if you look at the bottom, you'll see those two nails right there. So here I am, waiting on my buddy Tom to get here, and hopefully it'll be a good time and some good conversation. This is one person that I found out they had my money, and so we made some. Got another customer that just coming on board. He's a roofer as well. Got to take a trailer, drop it off to him late tonight. Gonna go and have dinner with a guy that was really like my first mentor. Really neat guy and has done for himself. Really happy with all of his success. We went and hauled some furniture today. Went and picked it up. Made $250 doing that. Took about 2 hours and $30 dump fee. So that was a money maker right there. You know, it's been a good day today so far, and tomorrow is supposed to be, I got to take a load of dirt first thing in the morning, and then take a trailer over to Mayhem Motorsports so I can get the hydraulic jack put on it, and we're going to make some things happen. 6:45 in the morning, we're headed to the dirt pit, get there right as they open so I can get a load, get it dropped off to this customer. I've got to go by Mayhem Motorsports, drop this trailer off, get a hydraulic jack put on it, get my oil changed on it. Thankfully, Phil is very accommodating with it. People like me that are poor planners, in the sense that I'd first arranged for me to drop it off this morning, no problem. Then yesterday I'm hooked to it and I'm like, okay, hey man, come by and just drop it, because I was already in the neighborhood and he's got a big yard, so one less drop and hook. Sure man, come by. Well, lo and behold, 2 hours later, customer's call, ring, 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 and now I need another trailer. And so I'm like, hey man, can I come that trailer up and take it out? And he said, sure, not a problem. So yesterday was kind of crazy. However, it was productive, was profitable, and I found out who's got my money. And now we're headed to the dirt pit, get this load of dirt, and this customer is asking me to deliver something else. Not a problem, I can make that happen. So boom, boom, and a zoom, zoom, and here we go. We're about to dump some sand here for somebody that's getting a swimming pool put in, and we'll show you what we got going on right here. We're gonna dump it right here and put it down. This never gets old right here. This is what I like. And I love my remote. Always make sure when you're pulling away while your trailer's still up in the air, make sure that your gates will clear the gate that you went through on the trailer, because mine are folded back. It's not going to make it, so we're going to have to close it up before we pull out of the yard. See what I'm talking about? That's not going to fit. We got that space right over there, and it's just not going to happen. You got the other fence over there. I do have it locked down in four-wheel drive right now because I don't want to spin and tear the customer's yard up. That's just a personal preference of mine. I do suggest that occurs. I'm not sure how old Jesse Mims does things, but it's coming, and hard truth will be revealed. Y'all watch the video tomorrow. It's going to shed some light. We got that job knocked out of the way. We're going to go and take a look at a parking lot that he needs some material hauled to, and then I got to make some phone calls the rest of the day. We've got to figure out who's got some money for me, and there's definitely a motorcycle ride, massage, and crab legs on Sunday with two real estate investors over in the Mississippi area that I've got a lot of respect for their game. And one of them is big into tax deeds. The other one has a trailer himself, and he's doing flips, and he's got a couple of rental properties as well. And I am looking forward to networking with them, talking with them, picking their brain, and hopefully they won't figure out they're getting the short end of the stick time with me. And but we will have a good time regardless. And I love talking with other people that are in the business as well. All right, here we are. We're going to check out this parking lot. This is where he wants this aggregate brought and dumped. Really cool little bridge right here. And I think this is like the area that he's talking about. You know, he's got some washout going on right in here. Yeah, absolutely. We can bring this to him and make this happen. The yard's not very far from here at all, that where we would be picking the stuff up at, so that's a good thing all the way around. There's the old girl right there. I'll tell you what, I got some things to tell you about that U-Dump trailer. U-Dump is not a prestigious brand. Probably most of you have never even heard of it, okay? I don't care for the jack on it because the pin comes out the back, which is very not a good design as far as accessibility. It would be better if you could get to it from the side, because you're having to reach down and and then pull it out puts me in a bind physically to do that. I will say this about the trailer. I like the hydraulic setup on it. It's got the dual ram, the pistons on it, 2 cylinders, and that has dumped 13,000 pounds before. It is a trooper. It keeps on working. Ain't no telling how many loads I've taken with it already since I got it. You know, but basically we'll say average $200 a load. I had to do 42 loads and it's paid. I've had that trailer probably, I think I got it in November last year. If I went and looked at them and looked at an Iron Bull and looked at that side by side, I would not have bought that U-Dump. I will say this, looks can be deceiving. I would definitely take a look at any U-Dump product that's out there. This one has been a real trooper. It's worked well for me. It's exceeded my expectations, and it has been a moneymaker, no doubt. That's the only trailer out of all 4 of them that I got that I have bought brand new, okay? I don't remember the dealership. They're in Georgia. They're probably watching because he's seen my videos before. Great people to deal with, easy. I put $500 down on it. They drove it down, and I got to look it over before making my purchase. If I didn't make the purchase, he said, not a problem, but you're out to $500 because that's between you and the delivery guy. I said, not a problem, I understand that. Me personally, I didn't have the time to go and get the thing, so that was the best way for this to happen. I just can't say enough about it. You know, I mean, I could tell you a lot of things about it, but you know, it's outworked my 2015 Big Techs, I'll tell you for sure. And it has surprised me many times with the loads that it has dumped. And like I said, I'd look at a U-Dump, and I have seen some U-Dumps at the landfill. They are 15 and 20 years old, so I think that they've been around for a while. However, I cannot substantiate that. I haven't looked into it, and that's pure hearsay from this redneck. However, and those trailers were still Cadillacing, so make your own decision, but don't count out a U-Dump brand trailer. That one's been good for me, and she's been a good money maker. Have a wonderful day. Here we are, we're picking up a trailer. This one's got a bunch of shrubs in it. And we open this up and just look around. And hey, look at there, we got some money. That's what I'm talking about.